Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be going and trying to get you guys to give me your top 10 properties that you want me to evaluate. I'm going to evaluate them for you today. We're going to try to find a way for you to be able to find out what real estate areas that you're in that is going to be able to make you a lot more money. That's what we're going to be doing today. So all I need from you is your real estate area. Just give me your postal code that you're in, and we're going to take care of the rest right there. So I need some postal codes from you. What we do is we'll pull up a certain area code, whatever area code that you're interested in, and we want you to be able to make some extra money. Oh, Montreal Services. So let me just try to make sure that this is doing okay. That's good. That's good. Hopefully you can hear me now. Great. Sorry about that. Let's hope everything is okay with all of the tech that's going on. So what we're going to be doing is looking at some Toronto things. You guys know I do everything real estate. So if you have any questions for me along the way, you can shoot them out to me. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at certain different areas, different types of properties. So what we want to know is what the prices are in the different areas, how we're making some serious money. And this is what we want to look at is these charts here where we can see the property prices are going up and down and all over the place. So if you guys have any questions for me on YouTube, if you have questions for me on Facebook, if you want to go on TikTok, anything you want to know, just let me know. So these are the prices of the inside of M5V. We see the prices are absolutely dropping like an absolute rock, which is crazy, right? So this is where I need some help from you guys. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to do, and I'll try to pull it up for you. So what I need is a postal code inside of Toronto, and then we could start from there. So this is inside of Toronto, Hamilton, Oshawa, Barrie, pretty much anywhere that you're thinking of. So what you can give me is your first postal code. So this could be anywhere in the GTA. Okay, so if we take something like way out in Mississauga or something like that, what we're going to do is we're going to look at that. We're going to open it up. We're going to try to find like a type of a home. Let's say that you're looking for detached homes. We could see that in detached homes, 1,099 homes have sold. So if we want to know how that has behaved, then we're going to try to find out what the prices are. Now, this aggregates every single home to every single company and every single agent that is out there. So what we need is a postal code. Now, I see one M2K coming in. Thank you very much. I don't have Ottawa right now, but this one right here, if you could see L4N, L4N is the property that's here. We could see that it's starting at $959,000 over here. And then the price has been actually like in an absolute free fall right now down to 817,000. Now for you in Ottawa, this is very, very similar with what you're seeing in Ottawa. This is happening everywhere because the interest rates are going up. So let's try M2K because that is one that we actually do here. Ottawa is doing the same thing. Manny, how are you, buddy? And M6A, we'll do that one next, okay? I'm going to be pulling this one up for Doug Ford. Okay, so we're going to do M2K, and we're going to pull up that M2K and see how that's doing. If we look at what the average prices in M2K, what that is doing, now again, this is including homes and sales. 12 months ago, as you can see up here, 12 months, the last 12 months, it has started at 987,000 and it's kind of went seesaw till it actually took a big plunge over the fall. And now it's sitting at 933,000. So it's not as bad as some of the areas that we've seen. Again, as the more you head downtown, the more that you're going to see that. All right, so let's see. M6A is the next one, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what you're actually seeing in the market yourself, because I'm seeing it all over the place, prices everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in Ottawa. It doesn't matter where you are. Prices are going down. The question is, how far down are they going? So this one we're doing M6A is for Dave. Dave, I don't know if you're in a home or if you're in a condo or what you're in, but if you take a look, this is an average over the last 12 months, as you can see up here. So 12 months ago, where were you sitting? 12 months ago, whoops, sorry about that. 12 months ago, you were sitting at 894,000 over on the left side over here. We saw it go down a little bit, a huge spike over the summer, and now we're sitting at 834,000. So it's down a little bit in the last 12 months. So that is a little bit rough. Now, so we're getting a question about Ottawa. Also, if you're on YouTube and if you're over on Facebook, you can let me know and we'll try to get you some information for that. If you're thinking about where is the properties going the next 2 years, we're actually seeing this today because the property prices are dropping as the interest rates are going up. Remember, every 1% for the interest rate going up means that the price of a home has to drop 10% to compensate. So if we have raised the interest rate by 3%, that is a 30% drop across the country. But it could take 12 to 18 months to see that. In addition to that, we are going to be seeing even more raises. We're going to be seeing at least one more before the end of the year. So that's going to be really, really rough. So if you guys have any other areas that you want me to look at, let me know. They got no money in Ottawa. Well, Ottawa actually does pretty good. It doesn't have as much of a fall because the jobs are always steady. Remember, in Ottawa, there's a lot of government jobs. If you go back to the last recession, prices never even got affected at all because everyone's jobs, they all kept the same jobs, kept the same salary. Remember, it's the salaries that go up that push home prices up, and it's the interest rates that go down that push home prices up. Cool. All right, let's see. House pre-COVID was 420 and now it's 650, peak of 800. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Otis, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Any chance it'll hit 10%? For sure. For sure, Tony. 10% interest rates are going to happen, no problem. We're already seeing interest rates right now with some of my clients in the 8% range, 8.5, 8.75. We expect another 0.75% raise. So we should for sure be seeing 10%. I think, no problem, be seeing 10%ers for sure. Cambridge, Ontario. Tony, let me see. I may or may not have that area. Tony, if you want me to do a Cambridge, send me a postal code. And Manny, hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you. Pickering. If you want to know about Pickering, just give me a postal code and let's do it. Let's do it, guys. That's what I'm here for tonight. Just give me a postal code and let's try to get you something going. Give me any postal code you want. Peterborough, give me a postal code and let's see. I have put a lot of data together, but I'm not sure if I have some of your areas. This is mainly for the Toronto region. So I can't promise you if I have it, okay? Let's try K9K. K9K. So I'm downtown Toronto. I live on Wall Street, actually. So let's see, K9K. Do we have any? We do have some data. So this is for K9K. So who was this for? Now I don't even remember. Sorry. This is for Heather. K9K. Yes. So properties. Look at this. They were asking 128. Look at that. Selling for 28% over asking earlier in the year. Now they're only getting 98%. So nobody is getting over what they're wanting anymore. Let's look at the average price for K9K. As you can see right here, K9K. Big spike earlier in the year in February, like all the homes, but like we're typically seeing, it is a general trend downward to today. It's 706,000. This scrapes every single piece of information from every single agent, from every single brokerage, period. So this is a good test for you to figure out where you are. Manny, you're doing another one. Thank you very much for giving me these digits, and we'll try to get as many done as we can today. That's L1V, I believe. L1 Victor is what you're looking at. If we look at L1 Victor, average prices of homes, can you see L1 Victor right here? And if you look, this is the past 12 months. If we look at that, it started at 1.1 million last year. 12 months later, we're sitting at $946,000. So that is not as much as will be falling. It will fall more as more and more people will be defaulting on their loans. So this will continue its downward path, right? NOE Rubber Duck, NOE. L5A. I used to live in L5A. This is crazy. That's very cool. All right. So I'm not really sure, Rubber Duck. I think that you were here before. I don't have NOE, I don't believe, but let me check if I've gotten that data. I don't think I do. No, I don't have that one. Apologies. This is mostly for Toronto, but thank you very much, Manny. L1V. Did I do that one yet? Oh, that's not the right one. Did I do? yours, Manny? I thought I did. L1V. I'll try it again. L1V Victor, view results. Let's see what we're going to get. These are average prices of homes in the past 12 months. The home prices have dropped 16.8%. 16.8%. Your homes are down 12 months ago, 1.1 million down to 946. John D, M1L is what you're looking at. Let's get that one going, okay? John, we're going to look up John's here now. M1L. M1L. If you're looking for your prices of homes, M1L. So right here, the last 12 months, it has dropped 18%. The prices of your homes gone from 1,044,000 over on the left-hand side. Today, it's dropped all the way down to 850,000. Ouch. So prices, yes, have been correcting quite a bit. They've been dropping a lot. So we got to be careful with that. If you guys are thinking of selling your properties, right, go to sellhigher.ca, sellhigher.ca, or you can click the link in my bio. This is where we sell homes. My name is David Ruff, and we sell homes faster for more money and less hassle. That's what we specialize in. So we're giving you some of the tools that we use today. All right. John D, this is the Scarborough L5A. Now let's get into L5A. I love L5A because I used to live there. Then I moved down onto Bay Street, L5A. This is for my local brother. He used to live with me. So L5A, as you see, some areas are not as bad. The last one we did was 18% down. This is only down 0.7% in the past 12 months. Of course, there was a bump that happened in the spring, but it has not fallen as much as other areas. That means it's usually a wealthier area that are not in need to sell their properties. Peace, this is a private software. Unfortunately, the public is not clear to have this. This is what I use. N3C. I don't have that, unfortunately. We are in Toronto, Tony. But if you have a question about real estate, I look at real estate all over Canada, all over the United States, in a lot of different provinces. So if you have a specific question for me, you can let me know. I'm going to try to help you out with that, okay? Apologies. So oh boy, I have so many on here, you guys. I'm trying. If I miss you, I really, really apologize, okay? H8Y, Montreal. I'm really sorry. I don't have that right now. L1V is the next one that we want to do. Let's see how bad properties have gone down in L1V. We'll try to stick with that. If I forgot you or I missed you somehow, let me know. Prices in L1V have dropped 16.8% in the past year. As you can see, they hit 1.2 million, but today they're all the way down to 946,000 for that. So sorry about that. Otis, M4L is what you're looking at. Let's see if we can get you something in M4L. M4L, let's see how you're doing with that one, because it's M's are generally, this is more downtown. And the M's are doing a little bit better than some of the other areas if we're going to look at it as a total. Let's take a look at the prices and see what we can do for him. All right, so in the past 12 months, down up 3.9%. Okay, so obviously it had a huge spike back in January up to 1.4 million, but today it's down to 1.3. That's not bad at all, right? It had a huge spike over the wintertime, but it's actually crashed down and lost over the past year. But some areas have lost 18%, which is a lot more. M5C condo. Wow, you're even giving me the condo. You know what you're talking about when you talk to me. So yes, we can do individual types of properties. Let's pull up a condo apartment. We're only going to do a condo, and we're going to do it inside of M5C. If you want to know specifically M5C, if you want to know specifically what type of property, you can also tell me that too. So this is all condos inside of M5C. M5C in the past 12 months, they're down 24%. Ouch. That is really bad. 836,000 it started at. Peaked at 1,047,000, and today is all the way down to 637,000. So yes, yeah, man alive. M's generally are doing better, but this postal code in those types of condos, those are rough. Tony, unfortunately, I don't have the N. Sarah, I do have port credit. Just give me a postal code. For Burlington, you're looking for a Burlington condo. Give me a postal code and let's get you a more specific address. we have user 639 L7L. Let's see what we got for you. L7L. We're going to see how that pulls up and how we're doing. Now, if you want results in a farther back, I can also show you that. So in the past 12 months, all of L7L is down 15% on average, homes and condos combined. But not surprisingly, back from February, it's been pretty much a straight line down, except for that little blip, down to 981,000. L5B is another question we're asking for. Now, guys, if you have a question for me about real estate, this is what I do every single day. I look at these charts every single day as we're selling homes for people all across the Greater Toronto area. This is for all homes inside of L5B. L5B is up 7.2%, but you can see a massive spike, 650,000, 696 up to 875, and now it's down to 746. So you just lost the gain you had over the winter, but it's still doing quite well. All right, you guys. So let's continue. Remember, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, you guys can give me comments as well. Just give me the postal code that you're interested in, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. If I missed you guys, I really, really apologize. There's a lot coming in. L7L. Oh man, I got so many coming in, you guys. Thank you, guys. Let me just pull up Rough Team Realty. So Manny is mentioning right here that he purchased my calculator. If you guys are interested in getting a calculator, this is the investment property calculator. You can get it in the link in my bio, or you can go to Rough Team Realty. And on Rough Team Realty, I have the investment calculator here, which is ways for you to figure out how much to make on your different properties. It's $39. It's amazing, that calculator. I do lives on that sometimes as well. But I'm really happy that you're liking it. Which one are we at down, by the way? So you're welcome, Manny. Glad that you like it. House sold in for M4L a few years back for 1.6 million. So prices are coming down a lot in the beaches. Yes, they are. Fabric, we got a number for you. You're looking for M4V. M4V. We're getting so many of these. I'm going to have to get an assistant to come and do this for me next week. If you guys think that would be helpful, I'm happy to do it. 12 months, we're looking at in the past 12 months, it is down 32%. So you could see it started at 1.8 million, and today it's sitting at 1.2 million. Massive drop since the fall. Since when? That's since just early fall. Yeah. So that has been dropping quite a bit, fabric. But overall, I mean, it's staying within the window of 1.5 to 2.5, but that's still a big drop. Are banks asking the difference to keep between the 80% loan to value? Yes, that is happening. For people that don't know what that means, is if you have a home worth $1 million and $800,000 mortgage, what happens if the home value drops down to 800? The bank is not comfortable lending you an $800,000 mortgage on an $800,000 loan. So they're calling that loan and saying, you owe us $150,000 to make sure that we can still loan. Otherwise, we're going to call the whole thing. So that is happening now. Be very, very careful. Happening all the time. All right. LOS is the next one that we're looking at. If you guys have questions about real estate, shoot them out here, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. We're going to make this week a good week. If you're looking to sell your properties, this is what we do. Unfortunately, I don't have that one. L0S. Is that the one you're asking for? L0S. Nope, I don't have L0S. I don't know where that one is. Hopefully St. Catharines. L2M. Let's see if I have that one in here. So I have the Greater Toronto region, basically from Hamilton. I don't have that one. I have it from Hamilton over to Oshawa up to Barrie. Sometimes I have a little bit extra. I'm really sorry I don't have those ones. L1J. Let's see. So if you guys ever are interested, you can go over to my website. It's at Rough Team Realty. You can click on the seller's link. This is where we sell your homes faster and for more money. You can get a free, absolutely no obligation meeting with us if that is what you need. So we're looking now at L1J. Homes inside of L1J in the last 12 months have lost 7.7%. That's not too bad, but like all homes, they peaked in February and have had a steady decline all the way down to $759,000. Hopefully that helps you. This is the L1J. L9G. L9G is the next one that we're looking at. L9G. So just tell me where it is. And if you want me to be specific, I can actually pull up the type of property that you're looking at. If you're looking at a home or something like this is for Abel Pharma. So 12 months down 5.8%. It didn't have a big spike in February, actually. 1.3 million up to 1.4 million. And today it's at 1.3 million. That's not bad at all, considering what we're going through. So that is really, really good. Scott, you're very welcome, buddy. If you guys ever need me, you can always send me a message and book a free, absolutely no obligation appointment with me. If you're looking to sell your property, that's what we're here to do. I just did the L9G. I heard TD. It says here, I heard TD and CFIC are calling people who hit trigger rates on variable mortgages. Absolutely, that's happening. Ancaster, I do have some Ancasters. So if you have some Ancasters, just send me the postal code and let me see if I got it. Yes, Manny, you're very right. But once the delta builds up significantly, they'll ask you to pay more money. So for you guys that don't know, the delta is just meaning like you're upside down on it. That's what we were saying before. Like what happens if you have a $900,000 mortgage on a home now that's worth $700,000? You can't owe more on your home than what it's worth, and the banks will want that to come back down to 80% loan to value. So they're going to call on you, phone you, put you a letter in the mail and say either you have to make your payments way, way, way higher, or you're going to have to do a lump sum payment, which is very, very tough, right? Very, very tough on people. All right, you guys, if you're on YouTube, if you're over on the other ones, just let me know what I can do. So this is Cynthia. How are you? Over on YouTube. Good to see you. You're in L1J. L1J. So can we do that together? L1J. Let's pull that one up. L1J over on YouTube. Thank you very much. L1J. I think that was a detached based on what you were telling me about doing renovations on your property. So let's pull up a detached home inside of L1J. We're just going to be a little bit more precise for you. Okay. We're going to take away the semi-detaches maybe. I'm just guessing, Cynthia, that this is what you're at. So if we look at this, the last 12 months, the properties are down 8.5%. But remember that it's judging it from where it was 12 months ago. So it had a massive spike up to 1.1 million for detached homes in L1J. And now it's dropped down to $817,000 is where it is today. That is there. So Cynthia is saying, thanks to my renovations, my home was just appreciated above my mortgage. I can get $230,000 HELOC. Congratulations, Cynthia. Absolutely amazing. Happy for you. That's what you need to do. This is being very, very smart, right? And putting the right things in at the right time. David, they aren't calling people when they're upside down. They're letting them slide. Yeah, I mean, it is tough times. M6E. Well, if you have to be very proactive with your money and with your investment, with your home, you should be knowing that this is possible. So if this is possible, you got to be doing something about it. User 123498, big number. M6E is what he's asking about. In the past 12 months, properties have lost 15%. 15%, but it's actually lost more than that if you're going to measure only from the peak. It's measuring from here. It went from 1.1 million almost to 1.3, and now it's all the way down to 933,000. So if you're going to measure from peak, it's lost $370,000. And that is why this property is only down 15%. It's measuring from peak. So that property, man, those properties have lost a lot. Imagine going and buying this property right here for 1.3, putting down $300,000, and that $300,000, you lost it in a couple months. Wow, that must really hurt. You spent your whole life to put in 300 grand, and then it's gone just in a couple months, just by what the government's doing. So this is really, really, really scary stuff. Cynthia, totally correct. You got a detached 40 foot by 100 foot. Awesome. That's a nice size home. Really, really nice size home. Nice. So you guys, if you have any other postal codes, send it my way if you want. If you want, you can go over to my website at Rough Team Realty. If you go to Rough Team Realty, you're going to be able to see where my site is. You can book an appointment with me absolutely free of charge. Doesn't cost you anything, where we sell your homes faster and for more money. That's what we specialize in. And we do so by doing a lot of online marketing through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The last property that we did, we got 27, I think it was, showings, 27 showings in one day. And we had 3 offers on the first day and did it. And how we do that is by massive online marketing. I think that we hit 700,000 people in our first day, and that's what got the property sold. So that's what you have to do in a market like this that is so tough and people are having a real hard time selling their properties. You got to make sure that you are trying to figure out some other ways to sell a property. All right, you guys, let's go back. Let's see if there's some other properties that you guys are interested in. If not, we can look up some other areas. Now, what you can do if you work with a good realtor that has access to stuff like this, he's going to be able to tell you some more information. So let's just say this is M6E. Can you see this? This is just M6E. Now, say that this was just going to be a condo, for example, and maybe, let's say, even a 1-bedroom condo to be specific. Oh, well, there's a lot of detached homes. Let's go into detached. 186 properties have sold in there. And maybe you want to be very specific and you want only 3 bedrooms, for example. We can make it so that we have only inside of M6E, only detached properties, only 3 bedrooms. Now, look, in 12 months, we can go back even farther. We can look at, say, the last 2 years and see how that is behaving. If somebody said, well, we bought the property 2 years ago. Now, in the past 2 years, remember how detailed we're being. M6E, detached homes, only 3 bedrooms, only in the past 2 years, it's negative 13%. It used to take us 12 hours of work to figure out this answer, and now we can get it in 30 seconds. So you can see where it started at 1.1 million. It bounced around 1.2, 1.25, but today it's at 999. So it has come down quite a bit, and especially since the February highs, right? So we got to make sure that we use these stuff, which is really, really good. Dating and relationship. You're asking me, is Facebook advertising the best for realtors, or is it Google search ads? So we don't just use one. We use YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Google ads, Google search, amongst a lot of other private ones that we use. So it's very, very possible. They're all good. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. Let's continue on. M6S. We're doing this for many. Many. Let's do it for you. We've talked before, Manny, on the phone, him and I. We got some good stuff that could be coming up in the future, but home prices are continuing to fall. So this is where we have to be really, really careful. So normally people are asking me in the past 12 months. So let's keep it just like that. And let's look at the numbers. So inside of Toronto for M6S, this is all the homes in M6S. It says it's up 1%, which actually looks kind of good, right? Because 12 months ago, last November, it was 1.2 million. And today is 1.2 million. But it peaked back in February at 1.5 million. It even hit 1.7 million back in the summer. So overall, it looks pretty flat, right? 1.2 to 1.2. So you're you didn't get the gains that you had in the spring, but you haven't lost a ton. That's a good thing, Manny. So if Manny, I know that we were talking before, I believe your type of property, I thought it was a semi-detached or a town. So let's go into a townhouse and let's see if the townhouse, what it would have been like for Manny. Same numbers, okay? M6S type is a condo townhouse, 12 months, it's down 14%. The average prices went from 980, topped out at 1.1. Today, they're sitting at 836. 836. So that's for a condo town where you have payments on it, but we can do different searches. Adi Koopa M9R is what he's looking at. M9R. M9R. There we go. Let's pull it up. M9R. So in the past 12 months, M9R is up 2%. So it's either can kind of been bouncing around, but it started with a very, very strong. Look at that, 971, dropping all the way to 727 during the winter, which is kind of weird, right? Because all the other homes were going bananas during that time. So massive low. And if we continue on through the year, now it's sitting at 991. So this is actually working opposite from most homes. You know, in most homes we had a big spike in January, February. This crashed, and right now most homes are going down, and his area is going up. So this is why we always say real estate is location, location, location. Right? That's all that really matters. Do you, Cynthia is asking over on YouTube, do you think it is a good idea to buy an investment property in Alberta? I heard landlords are set to lose in Ontario. So yes, absolutely. I do think, Cynthia, that it's a good idea to look outside of just Ontario. Buy in Alberta, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, down in Wisconsin, buying over in Illinois, buying down in Tennessee, Florida. So we got clients buying everywhere. Yes, and you have to buy, have a diverse portfolio. So you have to have a diverse portfolio of people that are looking for properties, right? And you have to have a diverse amount of people. I mean, by income streams coming in. So you can't just be in one market that just has, let's say, oil. Say you're in Calgary and you had a lot of properties in Calgary. If you had a lot of properties in Calgary, it's all coming from oil. If oil industry goes down, you're no good. So it's good to have different areas, but depending on how much of an investor you are, I would suggest having 2, 3, 4 homes in each area. And you generally want to be in 3 different areas. 3 different areas, and buy where you are landlord friendly, and those areas don't usually have high appreciation. And then you're going to buy in other areas that have high appreciation that are not landlord friendly. Good questions, you guys. Over on TikTok, is it wise to sell a house in the next 1 year and upgrade to a larger house? Absolutely, Joe. It really depends on the type of property you have. So I always say the larger they are, the harder they fall. If you're in a small condo, it's probably not going to go down as much as those big homes. So could be a good time to get out. If you have a medium home, like a detached, fairly large, higher price, those are the things that are going to drop like a rock. So those are the ones I've been telling everybody since what? March? No. I was starting to tell people in April. Start selling your properties. It was March or April when they were raising rates. And I said, you got to start to be selling those, you know. So that is the time that I would be looking at that. And then, you're right, is if you wanted to upgrade, this is the time for you to be sitting steady. Don't be selling anything, waiting for those monster homes to crash in value, and then you're going to go buy them. If you're in a big home, and I'm talking homes, you know, in Toronto, a condo could be $1 million, but I'm talking about the homes that are 1.5, 2 million, you know, the bigger homes and up. Those are the ones that are going to drop the most. If that's your home, you should be selling it, you know, rent for a year and see where it falls. AP, is your team hiring? We're always hiring. We got a big team, but the people that work with us have to be obsessed with real estate. So this whole group of people that always contact me and they want to work 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, it's not happening. Most of the people that work with me are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, you know. So it really depends what you do. We're always looking for realtors, but it really depends on the right type of realtor. If people come and contact me and they want the right type of service, it has to be somebody who's obsessed with service and obsessed with treating the customer in the best light possible. Do you have any data on the Kingston market? Joe, I don't have it on this computer for the program, but I do a lot of business with people in Kingston, so I know a lot about it. Manny, would I consider Edmonton? No, I don't consider Edmonton. That's not somewhere where I would go. You have a detached 1,100 square foot home. A detached 1,100 square foot, that's kind of tiny. Joe, where are you? Is the best time to buy after winter? No, that doesn't exist anymore. That's old school mentality that you like 15 years ago when I started, you know, the best prices were in the winter. It doesn't happen like that anymore. People are always moving to the country with such high immigration and all kinds of other things. There is no slow time anymore. Back in the old days, we used to have in the market, we used to be able to go and take January, February off, sometimes December off, because there was no business. Now I work on Christmas Day as much as I work in the middle of the summer. Very, very, very busy. All right, you guys, do you have any other questions when it comes to real estate, or do you want me to look up any more numbers for you? Because that's what I'm here for. Um, Hopefully, if you guys are over on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, send me some messages. I'm happy to help you out. Um, What's the best time to buy after winter? Okay, so what we could do is we can find out the prices of these different properties. If you want, give me a postal code, you guys. Anyone, give me a postal code, and I'll try to find you what the prices in your area are. Interestingly enough, most people ask me about the prices. They also ask me how long it takes to sell a property. So if we look in the last 12 months within M9R, it would take you 17 days to sell, 19 days on average to sell. Today, it's sitting at 23 days to sell. Not surprising. Homes are sitting for very, very long on the market now. It takes longer and longer and longer to sell. Also, when we go to know how to price your home, say you had $1 million home, what should I advertise it for? So as you can see here, back in January, February, people were paying 120% of the value of your property. So if you had $1 million home, you would be listing it for $850,000 here. But if we're now going to get 100% of asking, that means today we would never advertise it low. We would advertise $1 million property for $1 million because people today are expecting to get it right at asking. So we need to know how the market is behaving to know how to price a property. This is so important for your strategy. As you know, if you go to my website, Rough Team Realty, this is where we sell properties for faster and for more money. You can also go to another one of my websites if you want, sellhigher.ca. This is where we specialize in selling. You can go there. This is where we sell your homes for more money, faster, and with less hassle. You can choose your commission, whatever you want to pay. It depends on the services that you need, and you can cancel anytime. So, I mean, no stress. Whatever you guys need, just give me a call. All right. After winter, no, it's not the best time to do that. So let's try to look. Jessica, this is not a public program. This is a private program, and it costs a lot of money to do this stuff. This is how we aggregate all of the data. So this is if you're working with a good realtor, he's going to be able to tell you this information really, really quick. And so let's just take a look at this one right here, M9R. Somebody asked me, David, which area is doing better? So look at this. M9R, we could tell you right away, it's up 2.5%. Great. David, what happens if I'm looking at a different postal code and I'm now considering, instead of M9R, I'm maybe considering M5V? I can pull it up instantaneously and check out what the prices are. Here it's down 1.7. Very, very close. So you can now figure out which area that you want to go to. This we use as a lot of research tools to find out what areas are hurting the most and stay clear of those. Or you want to buy in an area that the prices have dropped a lot, right? So if we go and find this other one, I'm just looking for one that has gone down. This area has gone down 7%. This is, look at this chart, straight down like a ski hill. So if you see a chart like this, this is an area that you'd be more interested in buying in, right? AP, if you want, you can just send me a DM, or you can email me at contact@Rough Team Realty if you're interested in becoming a realtor. And you can talk about joining my team. I got to tell you, we're really, really, really picky to who joins our team, but it depends. It really, really depends. Okay, so Paul, L6T, we don't hire a with. We don't take on all of our clients. So we have to apply to do that. So L6T, this is for Paul. We can see in the last 12 months, properties are down 15%. So it started off at the beginning last November at 870,000, peaked out 950, and since then it's been on a slide, unfortunately, down to $739,000. Jessica, what do you mean question mark? You're asking me what program is this? This is a private program. Unfortunately, the public is not does not have access to it. So if you guys want to know any postal codes, you could let me know where it is. These programs are really, really expensive. The public probably wouldn't be able to afford it. It's a lot of money. Manny, M9A, thank you very much for giving me some other postal codes. But if you have any questions about selling properties, that's what I'm here for. M9A, M9A. That's got private server. You can't get it. This is for me to use it, unfortunately. So M9A, Manny, we're looking at properties. Ooh, Manny, good one. In the last 12 months, up 17.8%. Nice. That's very rare to see. So look at this. This is kind of a weird property. Look at this, starting at $1 million. It actually tanked in January. How is that possible? Usually they were going up. And look at that. It's kind of stayed within this channel. Right now it's sitting at 1.223 thousand. It peaked out at 1.6. Now it's at 1.22. So that's really good, though. In the last 12 months, up 17%. Not a lot of postal codes have that, which is pretty nice. M1M is another one that I'm getting called. This is for PJ. Oh, no, Manny, did I just do yours? No, user 647. M1M is what he's asking me. Let's check out your postal code, see how that's performing. M1M. No, M1N, like November. Sorry about that. If we pill that one up, M1N, this is down 17%, not like Manny's Magic, up 17%. So we can see up here, started a year ago, 1.2, peaked out at 1.5. Nice. And now it's down to 1 million. So yeah, prices mostly have been dropping through the year, going down, which is hard on a lot of people. PJ, NOR, I don't have that one. Unfortunately, guys, this is for Toronto. But I have to assemble information for different areas, and I don't have those areas. M9V is what you're asking for. M9 Victor. Let's check this one out. M9 Victor. In M9 Victor, last 12 months, minus 11%. We can take a good look at this chart, starting off at 775, peaking out $1 million. It's had a rough year, down to 688. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. That's what's happening in M9M. If you're wondering how you get this data is coming from every single realtor, from every single brokerage that is added into the list that the lawyers use to update your homes. So on the back end, what you guys don't see is there's a program called Geo Warehouse, and it's where the public listings are. It's the ledger of who owns what home at what time, has their names, who purchased it, and the selling prices and purchase prices through its whole history. And so this can scrape all of that information and aggregate it so you can have your answers within seconds, instead of going to the land registry and going there and paying $25 per home. This is a way that you can get hundreds and thousands of properties in 30 seconds instead of it costing you all that money. Pretty cool, right? I think it's very cool. All right, so let's pop back, you guys, on this. And if you guys are interested in selling your properties, that's what we specialize in. We specialize in selling your homes for more money, faster. You can go to my website if you want, at Rough Team Realty, and you can go right here to sellers, where we sell faster and more money, or you can go to sellhigher.ca, either one. This is where we sell for more money, faster, and with less hassle. This is my ugly mug here. Stress-free listings, you guys can cancel anytime. Anyway, that's what we do here. Let's see what other places you have. User 647, you're very welcome. You have a starter home in M9V, purchased $500,000 in 2019. Already you're way up. And the neighbors have been selling for $650 this week. So not horrible. Nice. So yeah, Otis, the majority of people are going to be in a lot of trouble if they bought in 2020, 21, 22. You know, in those years, there wasn't enough equity in for the loss that we've had. If you purchased before that, you know, especially in the Greater Toronto area, Hamilton included, Barrie, they've had 10%, 10, 15, 12% per year, depending where you are, obviously. So if you had that gain, then you're doing okay. But prices are going to continue going down. Remember, when you raise interest rates, think of it like throwing a stone out in the middle of the lake and the ripples. It takes time for those ripples to hit the shore. So when they raise interest rates, it makes a ripple, and it takes time for it to go through the market, 12 to 18 months for you to see the real effects. So we're only like 6 months in to raising rates. So for us to see the real effect, we got to wait another 6 to 12 months to see the punishment that is going to come on the market. That's why the largest price homes are going to fall a lot more. But Right now, a lot of properties have been losing. So we were just looking at one a couple seconds ago that's already down 17%, not even taking into account the March swing. So it's down 17%, but it was down probably 25% from the peak down. So those are the types of properties that you want to be buying, right? When you can. So yeah, if you guys want to give me a postal code, just let me know, and I'll try to help you out and try to let you know what's happening. Again, if you're on YouTube or if you're over on Facebook, you can let me know as well. But you guys on TikTok have a lot of questions. So, man, Otis, you're telling me, like I've been pointing out, if you've had a home good for downsizing or starter, yeah, it's still okay. I'm just lucky, but I'll take it. Yeah, absolutely. If you are in a beginner home, a starter home, starter condo, you're doing amazing. This is good. You want to be in that, right? But the larger they are, the harder they fall, the bigger your payment. I was just talking to a guy. His mortgage payment was, get this, $7,000 a month earlier in the year. High earner. But now his mortgage rate, guess what it is? $13,000 a month. And he's like, Dave, I know, you told me to fix your rate. I told him like 10 times, fix your rate. He's like, no, I'm going to ride this variable thing and see how it goes. Listen, guys, I fixed all my rates last February. I was telling everybody, fix them. But, everyone's got to do their own thing, right? I'm not right all the time. I was right on this thing. But, I never thought that they would ever be able to raise rates this much. And I still think they're going to have to pivot down somewhere because the economy is going to like slam into a brick wall. You wait. Q4, this quarter that we're in, all this Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, the retailers are praying that this is the time that's going to take over. You just wait till they report earnings in January and February. It's going to be a bloodbath. And then let's see what happens then. Manny, you said you're waiting for a crash. You can move into a detached. Absolutely. Good idea. You sell some of your homes now to reduce your exposure to this massive drop. Have some cash. I call it dry powder. Have some cash on reserve on the side, maybe in T-bills, maybe in some gold and silver, and get ready to buy a detached when it drops another 25%. Adi Koopa, you're very welcome, man. If you guys are looking to sell a home, please think of me. Send me a message. Tanya, you're looking in Oakville, L6M. I'm happy to help you out with that. Let's take a look. L6M. Let's pull it up, L6M, and let's see how your homes are doing. L6M. I'm going to tell you how your area is doing. I think it's going to be pretty much like all the others, but let's see. In the past 12 months, L6M is down 4.5%. That doesn't look very bad, right? But remember, it's starting with the prices last November, 1.3 million. Look at where it topped out at, almost 1.7. Massive rise over the winter, but it has been coming steadily down as interest rates are clobbering people. 1.267 right now. So your property's kind of dropped from 1.7 all the way to 1.2. It's quite a big drop, right? If we look at that, it's 25%. So big drop. But if you've had the home several years, then it's not going to affect you very much. Now, this is L6M, do you notice? So Tanya, let's be more specific. Tanya, just before you go, tell me, how many bedrooms do you have, and is it a detached? Tanya, could you tell me? Is it a condo? What kind of home is it? I'm going to give you a little bit more information because we could be more specific. If you're there, Tanya, just tell me, and then I'm going to move on to ARCA, L8G, and see how that is going. Adi Koopa, you're mentioning, are we going into deflation area soon? 4-room detached. Good. I was hoping you would still be here. All right, Tanya, let's check it out. 4-bedroom, 276 properties have sold, 276. We're going to pull that up, and we're going to go to a detached home. We're going to be very specific to your type of property, just detached. So if you can see, let's just clear this for a second. Do you see here, there's 242 homes that we're going to be pulling all that data from. So 242 homes, all aggregated in a second. L6M, 4 bedrooms, detached properties, 242 homes in the last 12 months are down 9.2%. Maybe that's not as bad as what she was looking at before. 12 months ago, last November, 1.9 million, topping out in February at 2.3 million. Today, it is down to 1.78 million. I don't know if that's any better or any worse, but that's what it is. So this is the problem. If somebody had bought back in February for 2.3, it's down quite a bit. We had a gentleman that contacted me from Oakville. He bought in January for 2.2 million. His home is way down to 1.5 now. And he is suffering bad. And I feel bad for these people because they put every dollar that they had in their entire life, and it got wiped out by one government policy, one government in a couple months. Unbelievable. Tanya, you paid $440? Yes. Good job. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, we're going to be looking at a couple others. We're now looking. I'm just going to answer Addie. Are we going into deflationary soon and then rate drop again and then hyperinflation? Guys, it is not. It doesn't. It's not as like you think. All inflation, all deflation. That does not happen. Never. So let's just say that you needed some toilet paper or some paper towel. Okay, things that you need. Those prices go up. Things that you want. An iPhone, a computer, a new car, a jet ski, something like that, those prices go down. So you can have two things at once. Things you want, prices go down. Things you need, prices go up. Tanya, hopefully it wasn't too much. Arch, I got Arca. Okay, thank you, Arca. Let's jump back to the screen here, and I'm going to try to take your question for your area code. Hopefully we're there. If you guys have any questions over on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, let me know as well. All right, so Arca, you're looking at L8G. Let's check out yours. L8G. If you're looking at L8G, this is what we're going to pull up. In the past 12 months, your properties have dropped 17.1% in that area. Last November, 918, peaked out at 1.1. Today, properties are down to 961. 961. Have house prices doubled every 10 years for the past 6 decades? Do you see that trend continuing? Absolutely not. It cannot. The reason that home prices have been doubling so much, the prices of homes have gone up because there's an inverse relationship to interest rates going down. The only reason home prices went up is because home prices were going down. Interest rates were dropping. So when interest rates drop at an angle like this, like a ski hill, prices go up. If home prices went up, interest rates went up, home prices will come down. And that's what you're seeing right now. Remember, for every 1% that the interest rate goes up, purchasing power goes down by 10%. What does that mean? $1 million home at 5%. If the interest rate goes to 6%, the $1 million home drops 10% down to $900,000. If it goes up to 7%, the $900,000 home now drops another $90,000, and it keeps going. The only reason home prices went up is because interest rates were going down. Thoughts on the Kingsway area to live? I love the Kingsway. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. I have a lot of friends that live there. Real estate versus stocks. I only ever do real estate. Yeah, real estate is the best. Can you check out L4N, please? And you're in Barrie. Toxic Jinx. How are you, buddy? So let's try and pull that up. Let's hopefully, I have assembled here hundreds of thousands of properties. So we're going to look at that. I'm going to show you guys something cool if you're interested as well, just so that you can see what I can do. Let's pull up his property, L4N. L4N is mostly homes, detached homes in that area. But let's take a look. The last 12 months, 0.75, it's dropped. So it looks bad, right? From 823,000 all the way up to $1 million. Now it's dropped down to 761,000. That kind of hurts. And it looks really bad because it's on this continuous slide downward. Here is what can make you feel good if you're in real estate for a long time. Notice I can put it at 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10, 15, whatever you want. I'm going to pull up 20 year and see. It takes some time for that 20 year to come. It's pulling a lot of data. Hopefully it's going to do it for me. It's not liking me very much, you guys. See, this is why I don't like technology. I did 10 years. Okay, so 10 years came up. So look, it pulls every single property, and you can see it's generally going up, 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 up. Yeah, there was an anomaly for sure. During 2021, there was a massive spike for sure. But, from the pandemic on, even if you just looked at the pandemic backwards, right? properties went from 400,000 to 500,000 to 600,000, quite steady. Of course, they went boom, but this is where you want to be in real estate for a long period of time. I love being in real estate for long periods of time. I got this username 115. Can I check out L1X? Yes, I can. Thank you very much for coming by and giving me a number. L1X, let's check out L1X. Let's see. I don't know where that one was off the top of my head. L1X. Now we're going to go back to 12 months because that's what people normally ask me about. In the past year, properties have dropped 7.9% inside of L1X. Started off at 1,068,000, and today it's sitting at 984, which doesn't look very bad, right? They're very, very similar, 984, but of course it topped out at 1.5. So if you want to measure from your peak, yes, it's down quite a bit, but it's not down a lot over the past year. Again, like what I always say is we got to look in a long vision here. So even if I back it up 3 years, of course, look, 700,000, 800,000, a million. For sure, during the pandemic, it did a little bit wonky. But even if you had it in the past 3 years, you bought it at 700 and it's worth $1 million today, you're still doing very, very well. Very cool. Toxic Jinx. Yeah, great seeing you too, buddy. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Be smart. Keep on crushing it, guys. If you're interested in selling your properties, that's what we specialize in. Just send me a link here, and you can book a free appointment with me. Costs you $0, no obligation, and we'll try and help you sell your property for more money, and we'll do it faster, less hassle. That's what we try to pride ourselves over. After thousands of clients, this is all that anyone is ever looking at, is those 3 things. All right, LOS. This is for Ian. Let's see what we can get you for LOS. LOS. Whoops. LOS. Oh, I don't have a LOS in here, guys. I apologize. I don't have enough data in there for me to run for you. Sorry, Ian. I apologize. This is mostly for the Greater Toronto area from Hamilton up to Barrie out to Oshawa. Thoughts on FTX? They're a joke. I'm glad I never used them. I always keep, that's why I always tell you, you guys should be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, but putting it on a cold wallet. Never keep it on an exchange just for the reason why FTX collapsed. Why would you ever do that? Anyway, I got Dano on here, M9C he's looking for. M9C. Let's see what happens in M9C. This is for Dano. You're looking for properties. Oh my goodness. Look at this. In 3 years, he's up 56% on his property. Woo! That's amazing. Now, most people are asking me in the past 12 months, but we could do it in the past 12 months. The past 12 months, rock solid, only down 1%. Amazing. So 935,000, topped out at $1 million. And today it's at 923. Amazing. But as you saw, if I back it up just 3 years, and you want to see how that went, my goodness, look at that. Up, 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 up. That's a general trend line up. That's beautiful. We love seeing that. So good job to Dano. Very, very good job. I like seeing that very much. I want you guys to win. L4T is what you're looking at. L4T. Okay, let me pull up L4T, and we're going to do the last 12 months again. L4T. L4T. Okay, L4T, 3.9% up in the past 12 months. This is good. L4T started off at 872,000, topped out at $1 million back in February during that craziness. Today, sitting at $906,000 for properties in L4T. Remember, guys, if you are working for me and you're working with me and we're selling your property, obviously we use a lot of this data to help you sell your properties for a lot more money. In addition to that, what we want to know is how long is it going to take you to sell that property? So inside of L4T in the past 12 months, we've seen homes sitting on the market 6 days, 11 days, and look at where it is today, 28 days on average to sell your home. So when we sell your home, we're going to sell it in a lot less than 28 days. That is the goal. In addition, we want to know, how do you price a property? So we're going to try to find out how we're going to price the property. So if we look back in February, March, $1 million home was selling for 116% of asking. So we would advertise it for $890,000. on $1 million home. But today, when people are expecting to get it under, and it's $1 million home, we would want to be advertising it for $1,050,000 and hopefully accept $1 million, just under. You know what I mean? So we need this information in order to be able to get you much better information. And this is why we're able to sell your home so much faster than our competition and get you a lot more money. All right, you guys. So if we look at L9T, let's check out L9T. Past 3 years. Oh, wow. You're getting like really advanced on me. I like it. Okay. L9T in the past 3 years. This is for Saman. So L9T in the past 3 years, 35% money that you've gone up. Now let's back it off. Look at that. You started at 794,000, went into the 800s, went to $1 million. Obviously, in the beginning of the year, 1.3 went bananas, but you're still sitting at $1 million. You're still sitting at the same prices as you were a year ago. So you're still doing really good. Still doing really good. All homes did this. But look at that general trend upward. Beautiful. Love you making money. That's great. 2x1. I don't know what that is, Avni. Sorry about that. Let's continue on, guys. I don't got too much more time, but so if you have any real estate questions, fire it out my way. I'll try to get you where I can. L6J is what you're looking for next. L6J is what we're looking for. Again, if you guys are over on YouTube or Facebook, you guys can let me know if you have any questions for me, and we'll try to answer them for you. All right. So this is L6J. This is for Rich. Most people are asking in the past 12 months. So I'll just do it in the past 12 months. If you want a different Rich, let me know. Last 12 months, your property has remained dead even almost. Look at this. So it's starting off at 2.8 million, topped out at 3.2. Today it's sitting at 2.7. So that's kind of just like bouncing along as a sawtooth. So inside of this postal code, though, Rich, this may not help you because you may be in a detached or a condo or a semi-detached or a townhouse. So we can actually pull up that specific subset if that's something that interested you. Are you going to do some cash flow analysis with your spreadsheet? I could always do that if you're interested in it. Is that your in-house software? Rich, yes, it is in-house software. It's not available to the public, unfortunately. Adi, I don't have it. It's on my other computer for cash flow analysis. I'm not going to be able to do that tonight. This is my new laptop. Just got it today. I haven't downloaded it yet. Sorry. Salman, yeah, if you're interested in contacting me, you can do so. You can send me a message here. That's fine. Or you can go to my website at Rough Team Realty. This is where we sell homes for faster, more money. You can click here and book an appointment. You can also do this anywhere you find me. This is me. We sell homes for a lot faster and more money. So just click the link in my bio and send me a message and I'll get back to you. Or you can go online and put your name, email, and phone number, and we'll call you back as soon as I can. Lots of good questions today. Thank you, guys. Yeah, in-house software. So for you guys who want to know how to do cash flow analysis, you got to go to my Rough Team Realty. This is how to invest in properties. This is what our friends were talking about, Adi Kupa. You can go to my investment calculators. This is lifetime access to all of the calculators where it combines all of the different things, all of your expenses, all of your cash flows. It will include all of your principal pay downs, all of your appreciation calculators and so forth. And what we laser focus on is how much percent per month that we're making. I make 35% on my properties minimum every single year. Some properties 50, 60%. You can go to it. It's $39 if you're interested in it. It's up to you. All right, you guys. Did I answer you any other questions when it comes to different areas that you're interested in? So if you're interested, my name is David Ruff, guys. This is why my name is Rough Team Realty. This is where we sell properties. We sell properties all over the Greater Toronto area. We don't actually just do them in Toronto. We just sold one in London. We just sold one in Windsor. Sold one in Kitchener. We did another one out in Cornwall. So we're kind of all over Ontario. When we are looking to purchase properties, it's a little bit tougher. We don't do that as much anymore because we hyper specialize in selling properties. Rich, you found it interesting? Nice. My program is really, really, really expensive. It aggregates a lot of data. Let me show you how it does it. Okay, you guys, in case you're interested, So if you look at this and you just say, well, L6J, let's just pick this one, right? All properties inside of L6J. And you're like, how do you find that? Well, what we do is we actually look at every single property from every single agent, from every single brokerage. And that's really, really tough to do. So, man, my link isn't working right now. Like I just said, this computer, I just took it out of the box an hour before I went live here. So I'm really sorry. Oh, there it is. Nice. So it is working. Great. So if we're looking at L6S, look at the number of homes that we're pulling. When you're looking at L6S, I'm pulling every single property that has sold inside of that region when we're going to go sell it. And you can pull up any single property you want and go take a look of that address and get those details for that home. We'll pull up the exact property that was sold and we can have all that data, which I think is absolutely fantastic. This is why we can do amazing analysis on properties. This is how we sell properties for a lot more. Hey guys, I got a couple extras before I head out. Rich, L6J is what you're looking for. Let's do that before I head out. Hopefully I gave you guys some value here. L6J. If I did give you any value, please consider following me and go to my YouTube channel and follow me on YouTube. If you guys on YouTube or Facebook have any questions, please send it my way as well. We're looking at different properties. This is L6J in Toronto. Property started at 2.8 million over time. Look at this, down to 1.9 million in the spring. It actually had an unexpected boost. This is one of the areas I did not expect to see this at all. Look at this, all the way up to 2.7 million. Now, this really depends if you're in a detached property or a condo. Very, 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 very different. So, Rich, if you wanted me to, do a specific one, you can also reach out to me and let me know. I already did L6J, but you were saying L6S. Did I do Yeah, this is L6J. Nice. Yeah, this is very, very impressive software. Can I do M6M? Yeah, I can. M6M. And Rich, if you want to be specific, you can tell me what type of property inside of that, and I'll do that for you too. M6M in the last 12 months, again, up here is at 0.3, so nothing. Look at this. Started off at $1 million, topped out at 1.2 back in February like it did, and now it's down to $1,040,000. So over the year, it hasn't changed very much. Yes, you didn't catch in on the top, but most people didn't anyway. So that's okay. That's okay. If you want to feel better about yourself because you're like, well, I didn't cash in over time, what you do is you pull it up. You look in a long term. Look at this. I'm just going to pull up 5 years. Can you see 5 years on those same properties? That is a really nice curve. Look at that. Heading all the way from 600,000 and now it's all the way up to $1 million. This is what we like to see. Up 79% in 5 years. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is what we want. I want you making money. This is why they say it's not about the time that you're in real estate, right? It's not, you got to be in it for a long time, long view. Look at this. I'm going to pull up. This is what you guys just asked me. M6M. I don't know who asked me about this, but I pulled up a 20-year chart. Look at this. All the way from 250,000 all the way up. Okay, so if you're looking at a 20-year chart, let's look at the bad stuff. Well, David, 2007, 8, 9 was really bad. Really? Looking on a 20-year chart, it's not even a blip. I don't see anything. Okay, well, then the pandemic happened in 2020. Oh, it was brutal, David. What's happening this year is brutal. Okay, but if you look at that whole chart, look at this. It's all going up, So on a 20-year chart, looks really, really good. Really, really good. We bought a detached in 2016, so you're doing well. Man, look at this. If you bought this in 2016, man, that's amazing. You bought it for 500,000. Today it's worth $1 million. Beautiful. Love it. N6G, Iman, sorry, I don't have N6G. This stuff this information that I've compiled for you is basically Hamilton, Ancaster, all the way to Oshawa, up to Barrie, and all those other regions. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money to compile all this information. If we were going to look at just this, let's flip the screen again for you. So if we were just looking inside of M6M, what properties are we pulling from the last 20 years? Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know if it would break the computer. If we look at this in the past, just let's say 12 months, Just the last 12 months. Okay. Look down here. Down here in this corner is trying to pull it. It'll tell you 268 properties as a snapshot. Properties are selling on average 7% over asking and lasting about 30 days on market. So this is the one postal code that somebody had asked me to look up. A little bit higher in Toronto, just above Kiel. Look at this. So this is every single property that has sold in that area in the past 12 months. So we're pulling every single one of these homes, all of their data, and then we're going to aggregate that into figuring out which properties have the most value. Pretty cool, right? I think it's awesome. All right, guys. I try to do this as often as I can. You know, a lot of these guys on TikTok and whatever, these guys are doing it because they only teach and they sell courses. I do sell courses as well, but I'm actually an active broker. I have a team. We sell properties all over the GTA, like I was saying, and now we've actually gone outwards. Kingston, London, Ottawa, all over the place. So if it's something that we can help you with, please reach out to me, and I'm happy to get back to you. This is a good question. How trusted is the House Sigma data chart? I'm trying to figure out, how do you say 0 in 6 languages? Addie, you don't trust House Sigma for basically anything. Here's the problem. You have a 3-bedroom house built in 1970. Okay, that's next door to a home that was torn down and a brand new home built that's 3-bedroom as well. Right? In reality, one home could be worth 700,000, one home could be worth 2 million. But the algorithm has no clue. All it knows is a detached home that's 3-bedroom. That's all it knows. So it doesn't know the condition of the inside or the size of the rooms or the condition of the renovations or a basement unit that's available. It doesn't know the condition of the backyard or renovations or nothing. So House Sigma has to be used as a very, very, very broad scope when you're looking at anything. It's very, very broad, a lot of holes in it. Here's another problem with House Sigma. House Sigma bases its numbers looking backwards. A good realtor is going to help you look at what the numbers are moving forward. So those are lagging indicators, all the prices that I show you. Leading indicators is the price of the interest rate and the qualifying measures that the mortgage agents are taking. That's leading indicators. Instead of looking at the consumer price index, which looks back, we look at the producer price index looking forward. The answer is to look forward for your answers, not backwards, and House Sigma cannot do that. There is no app that looks forward. That's why it takes a lot of skill. You got to be with people who've been in this market a long time and know how to use the market. I know that you've bought a lot of properties in the past couple of years. You haven't used me, Addie, but you should be using me. Guys, if you want any more information, please go to my websites at sellhigher.ca. If you'd like any information on how to sell properties, or you can go to my website here, Rough Team Realty, where we sell properties for more money and do it faster. That's what we do as a whole. If you guys are interested in a lot of other things, we have courses. I'm filming courses every day. And if you're interested in that investment calculator, which is baller, I use it every single day to find the best homes that make me the most money. You can also get that in the link in my bio for the investment calculator, $39. It took a couple 100 hours and like 10 years to make it. So for $39, I think it's the best deal in the world. Dinner with Diane. Yeah, it is very tricky right now. The market is bananas. Bananas. And I say that in a bad way, but it's very, very predictable. This is the thing. Everyone's shocked by this. Like, when interest rates go up, for every 1% interest rate goes up, the home price comes down 10%. It doesn't come down the next day. It takes 12 to 18 months for it to come down. So if you raise it up 2%, that's 20%. If the interest rate goes up 3%, which it has, that drops home prices 30%. But it takes a long time. And it's not every home across the board. The biggest homes will drop more than 30%. The smaller homes won't drop as much. Do you know what I mean? So yes, Diane, I agree with you. Having an experienced realtor is all the difference in the world. It's the difference between making a lot of money or losing your shirt. For sure. Next summer would be a good time to buy an investment property. Well, it's good investments. Like I'm buying all the time, right? So there's always good deals. It really depends on where, though. So that's why I always say you got to fall in love with the deal. You don't fall in love with the house. I don't care about the house. Whenever someone tells me, "Oh, I found a house. I got it for $800,000," like, doesn't matter. What are you getting for rent? I want to know how much cash you're making. So if you fall in love with a deal, man, you'll always make money, which is good. Next year is going to be a great time to buy an investment property. Yes, I agree. When? It's really hard to say. It really depends what the Federal Reserve is going to be doing with their interest rates. So if we look at Goldman and Sachs or any of the other massive banks, they're all predicting another 1%. So a 0.75% raise, a 0.5% raise, and a 0.25% raise. So what would that bring us up to? A terminal rate of 5%, which means mortgage rates will be, 8, high 7s, 8% for a good credit mortgage. That's going to ram home prices really, really far down because everyone's savings are gone. Next year is going to be a great time to buy investment properties. But when? I would probably guess Q3 or Q2. If we were just going to do math analysis, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can see the writing on the wall as home prices are dropping with those interest rates. So Q2, Q3 next year, I think is going to be a baller time to be buying. But if you're sitting in a very expensive home today, you're probably going to suffer a lot of losses and may not be able to buy them then. So you got to be careful with these rates, how it goes. Like, this is the thing. Last year, 2021, we were having people lend you 5 times your salary. That's what a bank would lend you, 5 times your salary. Today, banks are lending 2 times your salary. So how do you think that's going to affect the real estate market? So last year, I make $100,000 a year. The bank will lend you $500,000 to go buy a home. This year, right now, you have a $100,000 a year salary, same, but the bank is only willing to lend you $200,000. That's going to really affect the prices of the homes that you can buy. And so that's going to have knockdown effects a lot later on. So you got to be really, really careful with that. Really, really careful. Everything has to do with rates. But let's just be crazy town and say, what happens if rates went back to what they were in February, like 0%? Okay. If it went back to 0%, would you expect the prices to go all the way up back to where they were? No. Because now we have supply chain issues that are added onto it. More trouble, more price cost. So the cost of windows, the cost of glass, the cost of shingles, everything has gone up. Labor has gone up since then as well. So the only way you get to the prices that we were before is A, if the interest rates went back to 0, not happening, and all the other prices came back to where they were last year, not happening, or the prices will go up because of massive money printing and the devaluing of your dollar, which is really not good for anyone, but that is the most likely outcome. You're locked in for 3.5 years. Do you think rates will go down in 3 years? That really depends. They're not going to go down to 0%, but we probably would see them, I don't know, somewhere in the 2 to 5% range, and that's terminal rate, prime rate. I'm a fast food minimum wage worker, and I think high interest rate is good for you. So this is for the killer. So it sounds good, right? So we have a lot of first-time buyers who are always looking for properties, right? And they say, well, this is great that home prices are dropping. Here's the problem. Most people who are going to buy a property right now are shocked because their home went from $1 million down to $600,000. And they're like, yes, finally. But here's the problem. Their payments went from $3,000 up to $5,000. You're like, what? How did $1 million home have a $3,000 payment and a $600,000 home have a $5,000 payment? And so most people are buying on a mortgage. You're not buying a home. You're buying a payment. So if you're buying a payment, it's really bad for you right now. It's really, really rough. I'm sorry, if you are a minimum wage worker, that's great. There's options for you to get out. Guys, I was on welfare. That was bull. I used to work at McDonald's. Then I ended up on welfare and I had massive health issues, like put in the hospital on welfare. Brutal. And look at me now. Like I've done very well for myself over my life. So good thing that you can do that. I can tell you the best thing for me is I read a lot of books. I educated myself. And as I educated myself, I was also willing to work 80, 100-hour work weeks to get myself out. So it just depends how bad do you hate it. Best bang for your buck is education, man. All right, you guys, man. Whew. It's been like a 2-hour marathon, man. I have another deal I have to write up tonight. I'm like pooped. All right, I'm going to get going unless you guys have any questions for me. If you're looking for me to help you sell your property, this is what we do. My name is David Ruff. We sell homes faster and for more money. Please reach out to me anytime. And if you want any questions about like values of properties or something like that, send me what you want. You could just send me your postal code. I'll type in your postal code here and I'll be able to tell you immediately, if you want, within a couple seconds, exactly what the prices of your homes inside that exact postal code is. So just send me a message and say detached inside of L5V, and I'll try to get it to you when I have time. Dinner with Diane. Yeah, you're very, very welcome for this. Also in your area, when you're looking to sell, you also got to know about how the market is doing. So we also have your average days on market, So right now, the average days in market over the past 12 months is 31 days inside of this area code, M6M. That's very bad. So we got to try to sell your home in 5 days if we can. We want to do it really, really quick. I was just talking earlier in this podcast. Somebody had already bought a home out in Vancouver. They needed to sell it immediately, and they were already had the truck 2 weeks later. So we went bananas. Okay. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google search. We got 600 or 700,000 people hit all within 2 days. We got 27 appointments and sold it within a day. So it is possible, but it's very, very hard. I cannot do it alone. It's because I have an entire team of people that are digital marketers that help me, So if you guys are hearing this, thank you, Glenn, Tessa, Ray, Alexis, all of you. Thank you so much for all your work. All right, you guys. So I think I got to the end of my questions. I hope that I really, really helped you out tonight. Again, you guys, if you want any information, please just send me a message. If you're interested in that property investment calculator, just go to my website at Rough Team Realty. This is how you find out exactly how much your property will get you, all the cash flows, all of the expenses. It's an amazing calculator. It's like 20 pages long. It's $39 is really, really cheap. If you want a free consultation with me, you can go and get a free consultation. Costs you nothing, no obligation. All right, you guys, wish you the very, very best. I hope that you had a good day. I hope that I answered your questions. Stay positive. Real estate is the channel that is going to help you make a lot of money and free you. You don't have to work if you don't want to. We wish you the very best, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Please send me a message if there's anything I can do for you. Have a great night. I'll stay on for about 30 seconds if you have one last question for me. I hate leaving you guys because sometimes there's a delay in these messages. If there's no new message coming on, then I'll just let you go. Anyway, this is my website. This is me. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for the whole team. Have a great day. Hey, you guys on YouTube, thank you very much. I think I answered all your questions for today. If there's anything I can do for you, please reach out to me, sellhigher.ca or Rough Team Realty. You can send me that message. Happy to be of assistance in any way that I can. I try to be here as much as possible, but I'm actually a working broker. It's very, very hard for us to get as much time as we can on here. So wish you the very best. Hope you have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.